Hi everyone, I am Manali. Welcome to Beyond the Summary. I'm excited to kick off this new series with a book that has literally changed millions of lives. Dale Carnegie's absolute masterpiece, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, you might have heard of this book, maybe even seen it in a must-read list. But today, we are not just giving you the highlights. We are diving deep, chapter by chapter, to truly understand the wisdom within these pages. See how we can apply it to our everyday lives. And for our very first chapter, author starts us off with a pretty profound idea, one that seems almost counterintuitive at first glance. He basically says you can't win an argument. Think about that for a second. We are constantly surrounded by arguments, aren't we? Whether it's online, with family, friends, or even at work, we often feel this deep seated need to prove we are right, to show off our intelligence, or perhaps, as author suggests, to get a feeling of importance by pointing out someone else's mistake. We want to display our superiority. But here's the thing, even if you manage to utterly demolish someone's point, even if you can logically prove they are wrong in every single way, what have you really gained? Author points out that when you publicly shame someone or make them feel foolish, you might win the battle of wits, but you probably lose their goodwill. And what's more, you might even make them resent you. You have essentially wounded the person's pride. Is it really worth it to prove a person wrong if it means making them dislike you, or worse, creating an enemy? Author suggests that it's far better to let someone save their face. So what's the best approach then? If we can't win an argument, how do we navigate disagreements? Author gives us a truly insightful piece of advice. The best way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. This isn't about being a doormat or letting people walk all over you. It's all about understanding human nature. When you are in an argument, both sides are usually convinced that they are absolutely 100% right. It becomes a battle of wills, and rarely does anyone truly change their mind in the heat of the moment. Author stresses that if you argue, if you contradict, you might think you are achieving a victory. You might feel like you have won. But in reality, you will never get your opponent's goodwill. Think about it. Have you ever been convinced by someone who was yelling at you or aggressively correcting you? Probably not. So, here's the golden nugget. The key takeaway from this first chapter. The best way to deal with a disagreement is to agree with your opponent, and then, only then, state your point. Now, this sounds a bit like magic, doesn't it? But it's about disarming the other person. When you start by acknowledging their perspective, even if you don't fully agree with it, you show respect. You lower their defenses. They are no longer bracing for a fight, and they are more open to hearing what you have to say. It creates a space for genuine conversation rather than shouting match. Author really emphasizes the power of appreciation for your opponent. It's not about fake agreement, but truly listening and understanding where they are coming from. He even brings in wisdom of the ages, reminding us of Buddha's profound teaching. Hatred is never ended by hatred but by love. This applies perfectly here. Fighting fire with fire just creates a bigger blaze. And finally, a powerful thought that resonates deeply. When one yells, the other should listen. Why? Because when two people yell, there is no communication, it's just noise. We have all been in those situations, right? Two people shouting, neither truly hearing the other. It's just a cack on honey. So, the ultimate message of this first crucial chapter is don't raise your voice, improve your argument. Focus on the substance, on understanding, and on presenting your ideas in a way that respects the other person. By doing so, you are not only more likely to be heard, but you are also building bridges, not burning them. What a powerful way to start. This chapter alone has so much to unpack. I encourage you to think about situations in your own life where you might have fallen into the trap of trying to win an argument? How might this advice change the approach? Join me next time on Beyond the Summary as we dive deep into chapter 2, where author gives us even more invaluable insights into communication skills and human relationships. Until then, keep those conversations productive and remember, understanding over winning. Thank you.